Hey, this is just for you. I'm going the extra mile because, it's never crowded along the extra mile. You had a bunch of questions in the chat. I didn't answer all of them, and I know I should not have to answer all of them, but I saw a couple in there, and I went, let's create a quick video for you guys and just say, hey. So rapid fire, I'm going to go as fast as possible. Here are a couple of your questions which you had in the chat last week. For a company that's not done any videos before, where do we start? Currently, we blog and thinking of doing some new videos. Okay, stop thinking, start doing. Here's the simplest way to get started. Hello there, clients. I know you normally know our blogs and I really like your input on it so far. We're thinking of doing a couple of videos, but before we start shooting videos to you, we'd love to hear, what would you like to know more about? What are some questions that are on top of your mind? We'd love to know, click a link here, something like that. That's how you get started. Simple as that, and you can only get better. How do you establish yourself as an expert in every video without drowning out the message for a particular video? I don't establish myself as an expert because that would be putting the focus on me. It's not about me, it's about my audience. I think if you consistently post quality stuff that either helps people solve a problem or entertains them, because those are the two main reasons people go online, you'll establish yourself as somebody credible over time. It's not about you and it's not about being an expert. To keep a professional feel, would doing videos on LinkedIn be more advisable? More advisable than what? It depends what you're comparing it to. LinkedIn is Instagram for professionals. It's similar behaviors, just on a different platform. LinkedIn wants video on that platform, and I think it's a great way to connect with people. So give it a go. The professionality will come from you and your tonality. How do you market your channel on other social platforms? Very simple. I do something cool. Let's say I do a blog post about energizers, how to engage your audience, and I go, hey, and if you want to see the full video, go check out my YouTube channel called The Magic Sauce, something like that, or leave a little link. I don't overdo it because platforms don't like it when you send people away. Facebook wants to keep people on Facebook, LinkedIn wants to keep people on LinkedIn, etc., etc. So I do market it, but also my brand name is kind of easy to remember. Joeri from The Magic Sauce. Make sure people remember you, and that comes out through stuff like this, just going the extra mile. The best strategy to grow your subscribers on YouTube. There is no best strategy. Is your growth organic based on the video content you upload? There is no best strategy. It depends on you, depends on your audience, depends on wherever you post stuff. But if it's YouTube you're going for, it really depends. There's a whole bunch of exceptions, but in general, I think if you consistently create stuff that people love watching and keep watching throughout the video, which again, easier said than done, that to me is the best, and in this case, organic way to grow. There must be other shortcuts. Maybe you could do some paid advertising left and right. Collaborations is a good way to do it. But there's a whole bunch of different strategies. I don't believe in the best strategy, but if you haven't put up your 100 videos yet, just get started on 100 videos and learn from what works and what doesn't work. Do you prefer visual sound bites or guest host footage for podcasts? I think this was KG's question. I'm not quite sure what you mean. I don't know what a visual sound bite is. There's visual and there's a sound bite. Visual, sound, to me, different things. Guest host footage. If you're talking about visuals, let's say I put a video of my podcast online. Do I want the actual footage of, let's say, me talking to Joker as part of the footage, or do I want to use other imagery, B-roll and stock footage? I use a bit of both, and I see how far I get. If you're talking about little clips of your podcast, always advisable. Take your podcast. Nobody's going to watch an hour and a half if they don't know you, if they don't have a good reason to do so. One way to get attention for your podcast, for instance, is to cut them up into little snippets of 2-minute videos. Start posting them left and right with a caption. Pre-recorded and edited versus live. So this is pre-recorded in this case. I prefer live. If you want to find out who your audience is, you want to find out what they're all about, do live, because then you can interact with people. Also, if you look at training, pre-recorded trainings, I know it seems more scalable because you can leave it online and people can keep on buying it. Sure. But I also know that the drop-off rate, that the completion rate of those courses is incredibly low. And if you make it live where you're there and people can interact with you and you can interact with them and find out what's going on, that completion rate is infinitely higher. You should check in on that one. Still with me? Let's do one quick shot. Okay, how do you use video to drive signups to your mailing list? I think this was Nikki's question. How do you use video to drive signups? you could do something as simple as, let's say you have a video about, let's say, speakers, right? So there are 3 ways in which you can stand out as a virtual speaker in 2021. You share 3 main ways to do that, and you go, actually, we made a little cheat list of 12 things that you can do. You can download that. I'll leave a link in the description below. Click on that one. You can get people to sign up for your mailing list. Something like that works. So you can do the same thing for other platforms. How do you set the light so that the light doesn't reflect in your glasses? Okay, my light is, I think this lowest question, my light's over here. So if I do this, roughly at that angle. Now, the moment I look into the light, you're going to see the reflection. If you look away, you don't. That is the simplest way. Otherwise, go on YouTube. There's a couple of videos that tell you how to light your shots. There's a much more clever, more professional way to do it, which is a bit more complex. But this is one of the easiest ways. If your window's in front of you, you're looking at the window, you're gonna get that reflection. See, they're my glasses. And if you just turn away from that, that already makes a really big difference. We just do this throughout your whole video. What type of camera did you just adjust? The type of camera which I'm using, and I did for our chat as well, is a mirrorless camera. And in this case, I'm using a second-hand Canon EOS R. What is your upload schedule? Don't have one. Is posting at a regular time, regular schedule important? I think, first of all, it's important for you to keep a rhythm in things. I think I like to schedule and plan things, because if I don't, kind of my attention goes all over the place. I've not been good at keeping a schedule, but I really should. There is a theory that says if you regularly schedule on YouTube, the algorithm will favor that. As in, we'll look at it like, somebody's actually putting some real energy into it. At the same time, you also want to make sure that it does maintain a certain quality. And I know there's no fine line in there. It's kind of quality, quantity, quality, quantity. But if you put up a whole bunch of crap, which nobody watches, or your people click away after 5 seconds of your introduction, then it might see it as, yeah, you might be putting lots of stuff up there, but you're putting up lots of crap on there. So I would schedule, if you want to be serious about YouTube, schedule at least once a week. And stick to that and see how you go. You know, again, it's all YouTube is learning, man. There's so many people that tell you to do this and do this. It's not that easy. There's a whole bunch of people out there who, you know, talk about growth on YouTube that haven't actually grown themselves. Watch out for those, because they might have really shallow advice. I think you just have to go and do it. 100 videos, go do it. And you're going to learn yourself. You're going to learn along the way, but you're not going to learn anything if you don't do it. Which alternate platform can you use to create videos if YouTube doesn't fit your brand? Vimeo, LinkedIn, Facebook, all platforms support video. You can post them up there. Find out first who your audience is, where they go, and then find the right platform for them. How can video damage your brand in the corporate world? To what extent? It depends on that corporate world. I don't think video can damage your brand. I think it is the intent behind the video, or the tonality of the video, what you say in the video, that can damage your brand, whether it's through video or on Clubhouse or a picture. That's the same. If you say something offensive or just really dumb, yeah, that could damage your brand. I don't think video in itself can. Video can be as professional or as unprofessional. Video can be as silly or as not silly as you want. Boom. I hope that works. If you want more, if you want to engage more, oh, my face is blocking it. If you want more, you can do either one of these 3 things. All 3 things, you can go to YouTube and find the magic sauce, a whole bunch of videos up there. If you enjoy this, you want to fuel me more, because I need fuel to create this content, free content for the world, you can always buy me a coffee or 10 at buymeacoffee.com/Joeri. Or if you want to get hands-on, you say, okay, it's time for me to stop waffling about it. Let's start doing something. I'm running something called the 777 Challenge. It's a new idea. The next round starts in exactly a week from now. I think a week from now, almost 17th of June. And it's very simple. You sign up. I'll get your number in a small WhatsApp group of about 4 or 5 people. I'll give you a daily challenge. So introduce yourself, show us your fridge, take a shot outside, something like that. And the goal is just for you to do lots of little short, simple videos, get a bit of feedback, get some learning. So you grow, you're through the roof. Right, so it's 7 days, 7 mini video prompts, and 7 bits of learning. Thanks so much. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Perfectly in time, 2 little videos. Or I'm going to put it in 2-1 and catch you soon. Thank you.